Good morning everyone and welcome to Let's Shop Cake Live. Apologies for a few minutes late, just as I was about to press the button I threw black dusting colour everywhere, so I thought I'd better clear that up before I go live, otherwise it'll just be a picture of my head attempting to clear up the dust. So good morning everyone, welcome to Let's Shop Cake Lives, my online Saturday morning chance to show you what we're doing, what we're up to, and tell you all about our cake school. Also tell you about some of the new products that we keep coming out with for you to try and make Christmas and Halloween fabulous. Lots and lots of information for you today, so you might need a pen and paper today, the amount I've got written down here. Potentially this may be the last one before I do Cake International. That's not next week, it's the following week. We haven't got anything scheduled in at the moment. That may have changed, of course, because we all know what I'm like. But we will see how we go. Today we're going to be focusing on the very end of Halloween and looking forward now to Christmas. I'm allowed to mention Christmas because we're nearly there. So it's back in September where you go Christmas and then cringe. We're now in October, so it's allowed. It is coming, so we're going to start talking about it today. So we've got loads and loads of things to show you today. One of the things I'm going to speak about throughout the whole thing is that we're going to give you an opportunity to win 2 tickets to Cake International. So if you would like a chance to win these 2 tickets to Cake International, all I need you to do is like and share this live. Okay, so just like and share it. Please don't share it to Let's Shop Cake Live. Please share it somewhere else, and please don't share it to groups that don't like you sharing our lives. Share it to someone who's interested in cake. Share it to someone who might like to come to Cake International. But if you like and share our post today on Facebook, then you will have an opportunity to win these. So don't forget, if you do want to win these tickets to Cake International, you need to actually be able to attend, which is between the 3rd and 5th of November. These tickets will get you in for a day. So if you would like to win them, please like and share this video today as we go out live. If you're watching it later on and you've seen me do this, then please like and share, and we'll announce the winners on Monday. So it will just be one person who wins 2 tickets. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about as we go along. Right, let's have a look at the cake school. So the cake school is extremely busy at the moment. There is an awful lot of content coming out on the cake school at the moment, which is quite normal for this time of year. Christmas has arrived. You can see me here with a piece of paper, purely because my memory has now failed because I can't remember everything I've done. There is so much new stuff that has come out. So if you are ever thinking about joining my cake school, this is probably your moment to do it, because there is just so much to do at the moment on there. Whether it's you join as a monthly member or you join and pay and keep a class, that's entirely up to you. We have both options on there. Or you're looking maybe now to drop massive hints about Christmas presents, and in that case we can definitely help you there by pre-ordering classes and all sorts of things. So yeah, if you are one of these people who thinks I want that for Christmas, this is now your moment. So we're going to be able to show you some bits and pieces. Now today I'm going to just press this picture here. Right, today, later on, so it's not quite there yet, it will be available later this afternoon. This is our baby shower cupcake bouquet class. So this is a class of 30 cupcakes, and it shows you from start to finish making the buttercream and decorating all of these cupcakes to create the baby shower cupcake bouquet. It is the biggest cupcake bouquet that we have on the cake school. You can of course buy it as a class. Let me put up, actually that would help, wouldn't it? Where do we go and buy this? She says we have to go to the cake school. There we go. So this is all pointing towards the cake school at the moment. So if you would like to have a go at doing this, you've got 2 options. You can either buy the class or you can join as a gold member. So cupcake bouquets are included on gold membership, which is £12.50 a month or £150 for the year. So that class is available if you're already a gold member, or if you're already a gold member, it's not there yet. So don't tell me it hasn't arrived yet, because it hasn't. I haven't pressed the buttons yet. But it will be there this afternoon, so they will get notification that this class is now available. So it's a really sweet little class, meant as a baby shower, completely able to change it to different colours. So if you want to do like greens and creams, or you want to do all pink, or any colour you like really, it doesn't matter these days, rainbow colours, I don't mind, but the basics are there for you. So the actual decoration, how to put it all together, how to get to that stage is included in this particular tutorial. I did say on the class introduction. I just think there for a minute. I'm doing this for a christening in a couple of weeks' time, so we're going to change some of the little bottles and things over to crosses, and we're going to put the baby's name on it, because obviously we now know the baby's been born and we know the name of the baby. So it's quite an easy one to adapt. So that cake class, it will be out later this afternoon. So anybody who's on gold membership, that's when it will arrive. For anybody who'd like to buy it, then you need to go to the cake school. The address is up on the screen at the moment. There we go. So that's that. She says here with her list. I'm still standing here with my list because I can't remember everything. Now for Christmas this year, we've got 6 Christmas classes this year. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So we've got two in sugar craft, and we have got the rest of them in cake painting. So if you're already a member on a sugar craft membership, then you've got 2 more classes coming. If you are a gold member, then obviously you've got all 6 coming. And for everybody else who isn't one of those 2 categories, then obviously you can buy them. They are all on pre-order now, so you're going to see, I'm going to talk through some of them now so that you get a clue with what's going on. So the big one that's out already is the beginner's Christmas cake painting. I'm trying to press the button, it's not working. There it is. So this is beginner's Christmas cake painting, and this is designed for 6 to 8 inch round cakes, or square, doesn't matter. I've designed it on round, but it really doesn't matter. So this is for the people who have never done any cake painting before, or actually, to be perfectly honest with you, if anybody is already doing cake painting and they just love it and would fancy doing something for Christmas, these are really straightforward to do. Sometimes at Christmas, you know, you kind of feel like you're under a bit of pressure. Oh God, I need to get something done. What can I do? These are literally hour-and-a-half projects, maybe 2 at the most. Each. So they're nice little projects that you can do in advance, so you can get them ready so that you can pop them onto your cakes ready for, so if you're doing your fruit cake, for example, if that's already brewing and you've got your alcohol going through it, marzipan cover, and then get these painted. You can paint straight onto the cakes or you can paint onto plaques. It's entirely up to you, whichever you feel the most confident about. Normally we get a bit of a mix, people doing a bit of both, but this is the beginner's cake painting class that is out already. So we've got a challenge going on at the moment, so let me come back on a minute. So if you complete all 4 images, we have a very nice certificate that's now arrived. So if you do complete all 4 images on that particular class, you can get yourself this certificate, which we will put your name on and we will sign it and we will send it off to you to say that you've done it. So if you feel like you need a bit of a challenge or you'd like something to do, we do have lots of certificates on the Cake School. This is the latest one. This is the one for Christmas. We also have a beginner's cake painting class certificate. We have Swiss meringue buttercream. We have scenery painting. We have lots and lots of different certificates. There's a massive section on them on the website which you can have a look at and decide if you need a challenge, because if you need a challenge, I will set you one, no problem at all. So this is the beginner's Christmas cake painting one, and along with that, so we'll be taking the Christmas cake painting classes to Cake International, and along with that this year we have got a kit. Let me go and show you what the kit looks like. So this is the beginner's cake painting course that goes with that particular kit. So there we go. So that matches everything that you're going to need to be able to do that course. So it's a different kit from the beginner's kit that we used to have, or we still have, because this one has different colours in it. It has 2 Wonder Dusts in it, these 2 here, Snowstorm and Bright Gold. We also have black and white, which of course we need, egg yellow, gooseberry brown, Cornish cream, red, metal paint palette, cocoa butter, and of course our paint brushes, which are really important for me to be able to tell you which brush to pick up when you're doing your painting. So if you do get the course and you want to make it easy for yourself and you've not done cake painting before, or you fancy a second kit, then these kits are available now. We will be taking a very, very limited supply of them to Cake International. You can pre-order them. So if you want to order one for us to bring with us to Cake International in Birmingham, if anybody's thinking what's she talking about, it's Cake International 3rd to the 5th of November. If you want one of these kits and you don't want to pay postage, we will take it with us to the show and you can pick it up from the show if you are coming, okay? So if you're coming to that show, then we will have these available there, but in a very, very limited numbers, because we obviously will be showing the course and we will not have many of these kits with us. But if you want to pre-order one, we will get them there for you. So you can just go to Let's Shop, but what you'll need to do is you'll need to tell us. So if you have ordered a kit, which you'll be able to order through Let's Shop Kate Live, you'll need to email me then separately and say, hi, my name is whoever you are, I'm going to come to Cake International and I'm going to collect my beginner's cocoa butter painting kit. Also, you can order anything else from the site if you want to collect at Cake International. So this only applies to Cake International. It doesn't apply to anything else, okay? So it's just that, nothing else, okay? So if you are thinking of coming and you would like to get your stuff taken up there and picked up from us, then that is a possibility. But place your order and then let me know. Otherwise, we will ship the order. I can guarantee it. On Monday, it will go if we don't know. So please make sure that you actually tell us. But these beginners kit, so when we did our beginners cocoa butter painting kit, which we actually bought out about 5 years ago, it's been very popular. Loads and loads of people have got these, and it's such a good starting point because this kit will paint more than the course. It will set you up to be painting for a very long time. You've got brushes, you've got metal paint palette. You're only going to need one of these. You might buy a second set of brushes at some point. You will buy other colours, but they are not expensive. They're usually about £2.50 something for something like that, and they last ages. So this is a very low cost hobby, I would say. Once you've got yourself set up, once you've signed up for your classes, then you are literally up and running. A little bit of sugar paste to paint on and you're ready to go. So, and also this time of year when it's a little bit dark and certainly raining, it's not very nice outside, staying indoors and doing some painting is very relaxing, and loads of people are getting into this and enjoying it. So if you would like to have a go at this, the kit is on Let's Shop Cake Live. You'll find it on there, but it does go specifically with the beginners painting course that we've set up this year. So that's that. So we've got a nice kit and a nice certificate. Yes, please. I should put my name on one, shouldn't I? Because I've completed it. I want one. Okay, right, so we've got that. We've also got the blue tip cake, which I showed you last week. The winter scene, which is like the Christmas card. Let me show you the winter scene because that's the nearest one to me. There we go. So this is the winter scene cake painting. Somebody contacted me about this one this week. I have replied. I've been a bit slow on replies this week. We've had some family issues this week that I've had to deal with. So my replies have been a tiny bit slow, but we're getting there. This one is like a Christmas card, I think is how I would describe this one. It's a really nice one to do. The tricky part on this will be the birds. So you'll hear me talking about those birds during the live, saying you don't have to do them if you don't want to. But if you do, they are very sweet to do, and it's a very pretty royalised finished snowy scene. So that's one of our new classes. This one comes out on the 10th of November, so it's available as a pre-order. And I've done this one on an 8-inch square cake. You could do it on a 10-inch square if you want to do something a little bit bigger, but I've tried very hard to set these up for people who've perhaps made fruit cakes and would like to then do a little bit of painting on whatever it is that they've done. I have done one different one that's a taller cake, which I'll show you in just a second. Let's change the screen. There we go. So we've got this one here, which we showed the other week, which is the lovely train. And also I try very hard every year to try and do different things. So what I try and do is I try and make sure we've got something that's a little bit sort of cartoony or something that's a little bit more traditional. So there's a really good mix of classes that comes out at Christmas every year. So there's something for everyone, because I don't want people to go, oh yeah, oh, it's all like that this year. No, we've got traditional, we've got the bird, we've got obviously the cutesy little sort of beginners paints, note checklist, and then we've got the new one, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is getting its TV premiere. I've got to make sure I don't drop it, which is different as well and won't be a cake paint. It's something completely different. The gold members saw it yesterday, so I'm going to show you the rest of you in a second what I've done as well. So again, this is another one that will be at the cake show that you can have a look at. This one comes out on the 17th of November. Again, it's a 2-tier stack. So if you're doing a fruit cake, you put 2 on top of each other. If you're not doing any fruit cake, it's 2 sponges and you're ready to go. I did this bit, you can see it's a little bit sort of 3D. That was just an effect more than anything else. So I just thought I'd have a go at doing something a bit different. I try and do different things all the time so that you've got different challenges as well as me, really. So we have got a Christmas cupcake class coming out, which is the ones with the little mini jumpers. You'll see that on the Cake School. If you go to the page, you will actually see it. It's already there on the 1st of November, which shows you how to do the little jumpers and things. Again, that is included in Sugarcraft and Gold membership. And then the brand new one, which is also Gold and Sugarcraft membership, which is immediately behind me, I will pick up now. Now, I've got better pictures of this, but I haven't actually put them up yet, so I will put it up later this morning. And I have made a rustic Christmas cake. So I've made a semi-naked cake, and I'm going to teach you on this class how to pipe all the lovely garlands that are all the way round the outside edge of that cake. So if I hold it up close like that and tip it forward, you'll see also as well amongst there some little tiny deer. These are my new deer cookie cutters. They're in a set of 3. I'm going to show you about those later on, so you'll see those coming up. And then, of course, on top there it is. It is the classic Christmas tree. It just keeps giving, this one, doesn't it? This is our Christmas tree mould, which I thought, you know what, I'm going to put this on this cake because I really love the idea of something very, very rustic for Christmas. And I think this is a little bit different, but it's also very bright and beautiful to look at. I'm really pleased with this cake because I've spent a lot of time thinking about this cake and trying to work out how to do it, when to do it, and setting up all the elements as well. I've had to design all the deer cookie cutters. I've had to work out how to do all the piping. The tree is obviously mechanical because we do it every year, but it's so nice. How can we not? So I'm really, really pleased with this one. I think it'll be something different for Christmas. It is shown as a 2-tier project, but you can obviously do it as a single tier if you want to, and it's a nice easy one because you can make all the elements in advance and then all you've got to do is the piping, and that's fairly straightforward. But this is coming out again as a tutorial. I think this one's earlier. When's this one? I think this is something like the 4th of November. So this is coming out for Cake International. It's very heavy, so I'm going to put it down now. But you will see pictures of this one. It's real. That's the thing, it's real. It's not a polystyrene dummy, it's real, that cake. So you will see that one coming out in the next few weeks. I'm going to put up a picture so you can see it coming out and exactly what's involved with that one. So if you enjoy buttercream piping, you'd like to learn a little bit more about stacking cakes and semi-naked cakes, there's the deer cookies as well. So there's lots of information on that class as well. It's a £25 class, or you can join again as a Gold or Sugarcraft member. So Gold members, it's £12.50 a month. Sugarcraft members, it's £6.95 a month. Sugarcraft, they have access to everything except cake painting and cupcake bouquets. Gold members have a membership to everything. A membership means you can come and go. Unless you buy an annual membership, you can come and go as you please. So if you've bought a £12.50 membership and you want to join for Christmas in January, and then you want to go off in February, March and come back again, you are welcome to do so. Most people stay once they realise how much information I'm throwing at them. They love it, and particularly the Gold members as well, because the Gold members are all together as a group. I know we've got some new Gold members this week. I'm waiting for them to find their links. I did send them links to get them to join, but it's a very nice group where they're all together supporting each other and showing what creations they've made and asking me questions. I'm very happy to answer questions as best as I possibly can about literally anything. So there we go. So the address for the school is up at the bottom there. You just need to go to that address and have a look. Once you get onto the site, have a look at the classes, and as I say, you will see them all on there. Of all the bits and pieces we've got coming up. So we've got Christmas cupcakes, we've got baby shower cupcakes today, rustic winter cake there, we've got the train, the winter scene, the blue tick cake and the beginners cake painting, all coming out in November, ready for Cake International. So that is a huge amount of information. So I hope that there's something in there that will make you come and join me and have a go at some of these things. I'm determined, absolutely determined, when I get to the cake show that I'm going to get paintbrushes in hands of people that have not used them before by having this. So some of you may or may not have seen this around already. So Kelly is coming with me to Cake International, and Charlotte, my 2 daughters, will be running the event together. And we will be doing Have a Go at Cake Painting. So we'll be using the cutters that are on screen now, which is the patchwork cutters. We do have those on Let's Shop Cake Live. I'm going to put Let's Shop Cake Live address back up again here. Now, we haven't got anyone doing links today. Kelly's not available today. There we go. That's it. So the cute cutters are patchwork cutters. If you go to Let's Shop, you'll see them. If you can't find them in there, just go to Cake Supplies and have a look in patchwork cutters, and you'll see everything coming up in there. Or contact me and I'll be more than happy to put you in the right direction of where they are. But if you are coming to Cake and you want to have a go at doing these, or if you haven't picked up a paintbrush, I'm grabbing all those people who go, oh, I can't do this, I've never done it before. Well, we will be giving you the opportunity to sit down and have a go with us. So we will be there encouraging you to come along and have a go at doing some cake painting at Cake International. I'm on stand E23. I normally tell you what stand I'm on and then I move. But this year I'm staying exactly where I am because I've planned out my stand completely. And if Melanie changes my stand size, I will be in trouble because nothing will fit. But we're going full Barbie pink this year. So you'll find us, just look for the pink glow that will be coming from my area and you will find us, no problem at all. But yes, if you are coming to the show and you want to have a go, then do pop over and have a look. Also as well, if you aren't coming to the show, because I don't want to make it all about Cake International, you can of course go to Patchwork Cutters Club or my YouTube channel, which we are streaming out of at the moment, as well as Facebook, and you'll see a number of cake painting demonstrations on there as well. So if you are looking to do cake painting, you will find everything on there. Right, okay, so I've done the beginner's kit. So we'll talk about Christmas trees because it's Christmas tree season, obviously. So you've seen the one that's on top of the new class, the one that's just here. This is our beloved, is a strong word but very relevant, beloved Christmas tree 3D mould. We sell more of these than any other mould that we've ever had, and they are already flying out left, right and centre, so we know we're going to sell lots and lots of these. They make 3D Christmas trees. Now we also have a kit, so we have this and we have a kit. So this mould you can buy on its own. Lots of you have done that before because if you're making multiple kits, or sorry, multiple trees, it's easier to have 2 or 3 of these moulds because the large one there, that section there, does take quite a while to dry. Because I'm wearing black today, isn't it? Look, you can see it perfectly. It does take take 45 minutes or so to actually sort of get these to set. And I'm doing a TikTok on this at the moment, so you will see a video coming out shortly of me assembling one of these and making it very quickly, a little short video. So again, I will post that on here. I am really, really keen for those of you that are looking at these videos, please like them or share them or whatever it is you want to do, because without these videos, you're all going to be ringing me up or sending me emails going, I can't remember what to do. So the videos are really important, but we'd really like you to either like us on TikTok or like and share what we've done so that people can see exactly what to do. Everybody loves the Christmas tree mould. It's just like a no fail as far as I'm concerned. So with the kit we have got, and I've got to remember what I did with it. So this year's kit has changed very slightly. So we have got one of these, you have got a bag of Calabao. Now one of these will do a whole tree. It will fill up the whole thing and it will leave you with some chocolate left over. Not a lot, but a little bit. Once this is set, you will then remelt that chocolate and then you'll build your tree and you will then apply your decorations. And of course our decorations are the classic Christmas tree decorations. We just love this. Christmas tree sprinkle mix. It comes out every year, except I picked up the wrong one. What did I do with it? I put it here somewhere in my organised fashion. Oh, it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I knew I had it. Christmas tree sprinkle mix, which I was using yesterday. I did actually manage to spill it as well, so I was having a bit of a day yesterday. Let's see if I can get into it. There we go. Let's go and have a little look at the Christmas tree sprinkle mix. There it is. This is the one we bring out every single year. Everybody loves it, so we're keeping that one going. The Christmas tree sprinkle mix there. So it's got little coloured balls in it, so it's good for doing the tree. It's also good for little tiny snowflake decorations, which I'm going to show you later on. We are going to be bringing out a couple of other sprinkle mixes as well, but we've not quite got there yet because we're obviously going through Halloween at the moment. Just get that part out of the way. But the Christmas stuff is being very slowly loaded onto Let's Shop, including lots of other requests for stuff to be returned because our website isn't huge. We try to keep the products limited to no more than 500, and that does include some other bits and pieces that are on my site, like tickets to our pub cake events. That sounds good, doesn't it? I teach cake decorating in pubs with my lovely friend Debbie, who runs Cornelly Sugarcraft in Wendover. So we have got some of those on there as well. But you will see some of the Christmas stuff going on there. So as the Halloween moves along, the Christmas stuff will start to appear. Now, before I go too much further into Christmas and back into Halloween just for a second, so the Halloween moulds that we have, the plastic moulds, so like this one, I'm just going to bend down and grab one. So these moulds here, they are listed on Let's Shop Cake Live. Again, you just need to go to the website and you will see in the title description 15% off the Halloween moulds. So anything that's got that written above it, if you pop that into your basket and then you need to put this special code in, of course you have to remember the code, don't you, when you get to the checkout. The code is SPOOKY15, SPOOKY 15, all in capital letters. You will get 15% discount off when you get to the checkout on all of the moulds that are listed, and they are all listed in the title description. So when you look at it, you'll see 15% off. So if you do see that, make sure you put that code in when you get to the till, SPOOKY15. I'm sure we can remember that. I was thinking, what should we put in there that we can all spell? You know, we're going to put an E in this. I hope not. But anyway, I thought I was trying to make it easy for everybody. So it's a spooky 15% discount on the plastic moulds for Halloween. So it's nothing else, doesn't include the cookie cutters or anything else, but it will be applied at the checkout. So when you get to the checkout, put your little code in and then it will all change over there for you, okay? If you're just joining us, I'm just going to re-mention what I mentioned at the start. So if you would like to win 2 tickets for Cake International, I've got 2 tickets here. If you can like and share this live today on Facebook, please don't share it to sites that don't allow you to share our videos to. So please don't share it to other cake sites that don't like it. Please share it to someone else who might be interested in joining us at Cake International. That would be the most optimum place to share it. Please don't share it to anybody else that doesn't take videos from other places. Please just be careful where you share it to, but you'll get the chance to win a couple of tickets to Cake International. So I'll mention that again later on just so we don't forget. Right, we've done the tree kits. What else have we got coming up? Oh, it's going to lost my voice then. Okay, so we've got, where are we? We've got 3 more lives next week. Goodness me, it's busy. Okay, so we'll tell you when these are and then we'll do some cake. We'll show you some demonstrations. So next week on Tuesday, so Tuesday next week at 6 o'clock for Gold membership group only, there will be a Q&A, so question and answer session with the Gold members. So if you are in my Gold member cake school, so if you're in the Tracey Mann cake school, there will be a Q&A at 6 o'clock and then followed by a 7 o'clock demonstration on my other Facebook page, which is this one coming up here. So not here. Please don't tune in here because I won't be here, but I will also stream this on YouTube as well. So please make sure you go to this place, not here. We will be doing a beginner's cocoa butter painting demonstration. So I'm going to be painting one of the patchwork cutters so you can see how to do that, and that will give you a bit of an idea on cake painting. So if you are thinking, oh, I'd quite like to have a go at that, don't really understand it, it's aimed at the people who can't make Cake Show in November, the Cake International show. It's aimed at anybody who is wanting to have a go at cake painting. So it's an introduction, okay? So it's going to give you an idea of what equipment you need to use and how to do a very basic paint so that you've got an idea whether it's something you'd like to have a go at. So that will be on Tuesday at Tracey Mann Cakes at 7 o'clock. And then on the 5th of November, now again a bit far ahead now, so I'll put some reminders up about this, but there is also an event listed which is tour of the Cake International competition entries. So every year on the Sunday at 8:30 in the morning I go round and do a Facebook live. Normally it's very chaotic, but I will be live on Facebook and we will go and have a look at all the competition entries. So if you're not going but you'd like to see some of the competition stuff, and believe you me, some of it is spectacular, then just click that you're interested in joining that live, which again you'll find over on my Tracey Mann Cakes page, and we will get you to come and you'll be able to see everything as I go round. Normally, as I say, it's very chaotic. I normally start seeing lots of people I know, and the minute I say I'm live on Facebook, there's usually shrieks of giggles and laughter. So it's a really nice morning. So that's 8:30 Sunday morning, early. So you can watch it while you're in bed, while I'm at work. You can get to see that there, so you can just lie in bed and watch it and enjoy it, so that should be fun. Right, so we're going to have a look now at 2 new cookie cutters, and we're going to just make some little cupcakes for Halloween. So it's not as long a live as we would normally do today, but we have got some bits and pieces to show you. So we will start off with something really simple before I get too messed up with everything, because I normally end up making a horrendous mess. And I'm just going to show you the little deer that we've got. Dear, 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 as my dad would say. There we go. Right, so these little deer, they're very, very sweet. Do not need to be over decorated in my opinion, but they are now available to buy online. They do go on top of my new class. They are found on Let's Shop Cake Live, so again, just please go to the website and you will see them on there. So they are 3D printed. I have got 1 large one and 2 little ones facing opposite directions, and they do come as a set. Now, I'm just going to put a cupcake here to give you a kind of an idea as to how big they are. So you could put the little one on top of a cupcake, but it is quite big, and it actually, to be honest, wasn't really designed for that, but you could if you wanted to. They were specifically designed for that particular course, and I've done some very, very basic decoration on these because I didn't want to overcomplicate them at all. I wanted to keep it very, very simple. So I've got some royal icing, and I have got icing nozzle number 2. And all I've done, which is exactly what I've done on the course, so you're getting like a little course preview here, is I've just piped a little bit in the ear there, and then I've just piped a little bit on this side, like so, and then I've just piped some, oh, she's got to get it round, let's turn that round, some at a funny angle. Then I've just piped some little dots down the back of the deer, and that is it. That is exactly what I've done for this project, because I wanted it to be very, very rustic, very, very simple. Don't want to make it too complicated for anyone, but everyone can quite clearly see what these are. There we go. But I didn't put little faces on them, I just kept them very straightforward. Now these are actually gingerbread. So we do have a gingerbread recipe that's on the Let's Shop page, which is a laminated sheet. There we go. That's it. How easy is that? It's not difficult at all. Very, very straightforward. The ones that are on the cake, they've got little cocktail sticks in them that were baked into them to get them to stand. Obviously, you do need to tell people if you are putting cocktail sticks into things. But we have got this very, very sweet little selection of deer cookie cutters this year for that particular project. But also, if you wanted just to make some, if you're doing, I'm just trying to think now, if you're doing a royal ice cake, there's like a snow scene. So if you've got your royal icing and you've paddled it and you flipped it all up a bit so it sticks up like snow, and then you just put these little rustic deer amongst your snow, I think that will look really, really pretty. Very uncomplicated, and also completely edible. People can just take them and eat them. So I think it's a really nice thing to do this year. It's a little bit different. It's not quite in the normal style that I do, but I think this works really, really well. So the new deer cutters are available now. Large, 2 small, and they face in opposite directions, just so that you're aware that you are getting a set of 3 and not just one on its own. So again, you will need to go to Let's Shop Cake Live to be able to find them on there. Pointing you all in that direction today because we haven't got anyone doing links today, so you will need to put in letsshopcakelive.co.uk and go and have a look that way. You can also go in through Tracey Mann Cakes or traceyscakes.co.uk. If you see Let's Shop Cake Live banner, you just click it and it will take you through to everything that we're showing on the live today. You are then welcome, of course, to go around the rest of the site. So if you do want to go and have a look at other things that we're selling on there, you're very welcome to, and just add them all to the basket because it all goes through the same channel. Right, so that's the new deer ones. Let's have a look at the other one that I've bought out for Christmas this year. So I've got a couple of extra ones this year, and then of course we'll do a couple of little Halloweeny bits and pieces because we can't resist it. So we have got a new, let me just move this out of the way so I can get to it. So I'm just swapping things over now. Right, so our Teddy has returned, and he has returned with a Christmas present or a present. So if you are doing any cakes that are for birthdays, not just for Christmas, let me put that out there. This is a Teddy cookie cutter that's not just for Christmas. Let me get that one there because it's got a lump on his head there. There we go, that's a bit better. And then we've got a little one there. There he is. Okay, so this is Teddy with a present. Okay, so these are made of gingerbread. I didn't burn these in the oven. I know it looks like I've burnt them in the oven, but I didn't. And I'm going to show you how to put these together. So any time of year you can use these. So you can get these to be for Christmas, or you can make these for birthday. So they're really nice little cookies. They do fit inside those little single red boxes that we've got. So if you wanted to make a cookie for someone and say, you know, happy birthday, here is your, I'm just trying to find them, here is your little cookie in a box. Very sweet, very nice to do. Right, so I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of royal icing and just put a little bit of water with it, give it a bit of a mix so that we can put some glue down. Put those over there. I seem to have got Christmas tree sprinkle mix absolutely everywhere at the moment. Right, okay, where are we? That's what I want. I've forgotten the other one. Yes, I have. That's okay. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to make up a lovely teddy colour. So I like to use Autumn Leaf, which is a paste colour. And again, this is available on our website. You'll find it on there. It's a very nice teddy colour. I use this colour on a lot of different things when it comes to teddies. What else have I used it on? I'm trying to think now. I've used it on loads of different things. I'm sure somebody will tell me in a minute because they've probably got a better memory than me. But I have used it on lots of things. Or wafers, when we did the ice cream class, we've used it on that. And we've used it, I do use it a lot, this one. It's always one that tends to come out. It's such a nice shade. So we'll give this a bit of a knead to start with. Move things out of the way. So just a little bit of sugar paste. So we've done this in sugar paste. You can of course use these for royal icing if you do royal icing. It's very tricky for me to demonstrate this when it is a quick live. I really do need, I need longer if I'm going to do these as iced cookies. I'm going to just put a little bit of paste in there. Probably put too much in, but we'll see how we go. Mix it together first, see what we get. So we'll give it a little bit of a mix. So these paste colours, they last absolutely ages. So you won't have any difficulties with these running out, that's for sure. They will go on and on and on. They're very strong, so you don't need to put too much in. I'm making a mess now. Try not to make a mess. I haven't even opened my sprinkles yet, and there's always chance to me to make a mess. So we'll give those a little bit of a knead to get it going. So it comes out a really nice caramelly type colour, and obviously you can darken it up if you want to, or keep it light. It just depends. I've actually done two different ones so you can see. So this cookie cutter is available separately, large and small. So if you want to have the large cookie cutter, you can buy that on its own. The mini one fits on top of cupcakes just about. I think it might be a tiny bit big, but anyway, it's a little bit big. But there's a mini one there as well. So if you want to have the mini one, they are both available separately. Sometimes we have to put them together because of the way they're printed, and then sometimes we obviously get them together, which is good as well. We're giving you a bit of choice on this one. Oh, it's all stuck to me. Right, there we go. So we've got our sort of teddy colour. I think that looks okay, doesn't it? We're happy with that. And then we'll put down a little bit of icing sugar. And then we'll give that a roll, like so. So we've had a few teddy cookie cutters this year. We've had him holding an Easter egg, and then we had him with a crown on his head, and now we've got him holding a present. So I think this one is probably the most generic one, although we did have the heart one as well that you can use all year round. The coronation one was a bit of a special, really. Right, so we're going to just pop this under there, pop that on top, press that down, give it a wiggle. And then we're going to flip it over so it still stays inside the cookie cutter. I'm just going to go down and press around the little bits here. What's stuck to me this morning. There we go, just press down so you know where everything is. Flip it back. Oh, I'm going to just take those ends off a little bit. Clean them up a bit. And then flip it back that way. There we go, there he is. Right, so next thing we're going to do, I'm looking here now because I have, oh no, I've got a cutting wheel in, that's good. No, I haven't. I know what I've done. I've used my cutting wheels for a class. I've removed them all. Let's have a look. That's not going to work. Right, I have to play hunt. Oh no, there you go. We've got one. Good-o. Right, so we are going to, we're not going to cut actually that one. We'll cut the next bit. So we're going to take hold of our paintbrush and we're just going to get hold of a bit of royal icing. And we're just going to paint that onto our gingerbread. So obviously at Christmas we can do gingerbread. We can still do cookies if you want to, but this time of year we can go a bit more gingerbread, can't we? My kitchen smelt of gingerbread this week. There we go, pop you on there, like so. Pop you there. Right, let's give him a present to hold, shall we? So we're going to let's use red. Why not? You can have a red present. Put that there. I think actually before I do that, I'm just going to roll out his nose part, purely because I'm going to end up with red hands, and this will be a little bit easier for me before I go too far with the red. Otherwise I should be up washing my hands. So we can take that part there, place that on there, make sure my fingers don't stick to it, press down. This is if you want to, you don't have to do this bit if you don't want to, but we'll make his nose a little bit 3D. And then we'll just go round with the cutting wheel. And we'll take that bit off there. Okay, and then we'll just use a slightly smaller brush. Let's find a smaller one. That's better. And then we'll just paint that. Let's bring it back again. Paint that on there. A bit more. That's better. And pop his nose on. You can do the nose in a different colour if you want to. So if you wanted to, you probably could do a panda maybe even. I suppose that could be an option. You could do that. So we've done that bit. And then if you wanted to make, we're going to do his hands. Then we'll have to do the present next. We can't get out of it. So I was trying to avoid having to wash my hands between, but I don't think I can. So we'll carry on. Let's move these out of the way. I'm trying to look organised. When I look up at the screen and all I see is a mess, I'm like, oh God, what have I done now? Let's try and get it organised. That would help, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Bit of icing sugar. There we go. Move that out of the way. Come from. So we don't need this to be huge. Just need it to be the size of the present. Right. Hopefully I've done that in the right size. Yep, so I'll press that down, give it a wiggle. Like that. Turn it over. Go down there, just press along there because that's where the top of the present is, so we want that mark there. And then down the side there. That's where the present is as well. Flip it back, whoops, nearly threw it across the room then, there we go. There's the present, and then what we'll do is we'll take our cutting wheel and we'll just remove his hands and his foot on both sides. Turn that round, go across the bottom there. And then obviously across the top here because we won't want that bit. An air bubble in there, let's get rid of that. We won't want you there, that's not very helpful. Got another one there. Okay, there we go, that's better. Right, so let's grab a bit of the icing again and we'll just put that over this part here. Just using a bit of royal icing this morning purely because that's what I've got next to me. And then we'll pop that on. It's a very big present. He must be expecting some mega gifts, I think, for Christmas maybe. Maybe he's got some Lego or something, I don't know, but there we go. We'll pop him up there. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have to wash my hands because there's no way I'm going to be able to continue without red stuck to my hands. So let me do that. Juggling with juggling with equipment at the same time. Right, there we go. So there's your basic present. What are we going to do now? Well, it's Christmas, obviously, so we have to do Christmas things. So we are going to use our tiny decorations mould. So we've got this little mould here, which is obviously completely brilliant. And again, you'll find that on Let's Shop Kate Live on the website. I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of white. This is why I was like, I've got to make sure I've got no red on me, otherwise it will go pink. I'm going to take a little bit of the white paste. Now I'll try and use modelling paste if you can for this, the Saraceno modelling paste. Again, you'll find that on the site, rather than using sugar paste. Let's take that out. So we make sure it's inside the lines. Can you see the way it's actually inside? So it fills it and it's level. And then we'll take hold of some of the icing sugar and we'll just pop that on our finger and just go across there to release it. And then we can bend the silicone back, whoops, and then we've got a nice little 3D bow here. This is quite a nice mould because it's got lots of bits and pieces on it. Clearly I've been using it loads. Little flowers, and yeah, lots of little flowers, 3 or 4 different size bows, little cherries. I always think they're very sweet. Little rose, lock and key. This is a handbag strap actually, but again, you can use that for other things. More flowers down here, so some sort of fleur-de-lis type work there that you can use on other little cakes. It's a very sweet little mould, this one. I use it all the time. So we've got that on there, so we'll pop some royal icing on the back of our little bow and we'll pop that on. There we go. So he's got his present with a bow on, so that's good so far. So what we'll do next is we'll put his hands and legs back in because we want them to be holding the present. So we'll just take hold of a little bit of royal icing just around there. What I'm going to do actually while this is going on, I'm just going to light my cocoa butter painting. You'll see it just down there on the left hand side. This is my chrome food warmer. I'm just going to light my candle and let the cocoa butter melt. I just need a little bit of white. I don't really need that much today. I did think I was going to get away with it, but I won't, I don't think. I'm just going to put some cocoa butter on there. So again, this is sort of part of the kits that we talked about earlier today. I do want to mention with the white cocoa butter, sorry, the white dusting colour, there have been some significant changes recently with the EU, and they've taken the E171 out of white, or it is white, let me get the word straight here, the titanium dioxide. I really want you to know that in the UK we can obviously still use it, but there are some available that don't have it in, and it is really difficult to paint with. It doesn't do the same job. So on my site we only sell the white dust that contains the E171. So if you are living in Europe, I'm afraid I can't send it to you, which is really frustrating. But that is what we are now selling until obviously they come up with a better alternative, which no doubt they will at some point, but that's what we've got. So put a little bit of white in there like that. There we go. You'll see that pulled up on there. So I'm just going to answer the comments that have just come up there. So we've got 2 new sets of cookie cutters, which are the Teddy ones, which we're doing right now. This is Teddy with a present. And then the other new cookie cutters we've got today are the Deer, which we've already shown, but again, you'll see a summary at the end. This will be available to watch at the end, so if you've only just joined us, you obviously can't rewind while it's still live, but once we've finished it will be available to rewatch on YouTube here, and we will share it across our other platforms as well, which is Tracey Mann Cake Demonstrations and Tracey Mann Cakes. So you will be able to find it in several different places, so yeah, all is not lost. Right, so let's do his arms. So I'm literally going to just take hold of some white paste and arm colour paste, and then I'm just going to take hold of just going to cut that in half like so. In fact, I'll do these as feet because they've come up a little. Oh no, actually no, they are. So we'll just make them like a teardrop shape. So one side's not very good. Let's do the other side better. That's better, there we go. So we can pop that down there like that, and it can curve around, so he's holding his present. So you just make like a teardrop shape, like so. Ooh, just roll it, teardrop shape. And then as you squish it down, it'll go into the right position. Need a little bit more to do his feet, make a little bit bigger. You could have those behind. I mean, I've just padded them out a little bit, to be perfectly honest. I haven't made too much of them, but I did put a little bit behind them, just to make them a bit more 3D, I guess. So I'll cut that in half. Again, give that a little bit of a roll. Whoop, turn that over. Press that down. So if you've got any questions while I'm live, then do please let me know. Otherwise, you're very welcome to contact me after the live if you have anything you want to ask me. When this, so we're going to just use this scriber here. We're just going to put some little feet marks in here. Turn that around there. Like so. There we go. He's holding his present. Right, next thing we're going to do, let me think for a second. So we're going to get we'll do this with paste. So you can either do these with some of our 4mm pearls, so that's 4mm pearl there, or you can use the little ones. We're going to use these on the ghosts towards the end. They're the tiny little ones. These are the 2mm. They're very, very tiny there. They're like the little sprinkles that we have. Or if you've got a little bit of black sugar paste, again, you can just take hold of a little bit of paste. You don't need very much for the eyes or the nose. It's funny because when you put it on there like that, it's absolutely huge. You really don't need that much. So we'll take that bit out. And again, we'll just put down a tiny bit of, little bit of glue. And then we'll pinch it so it's a little bit more sort of triangular, I guess. And then once it's in position and we press it down, we can just manipulate it a little bit with some of our tools, just holding it in position like so. His eyes are tiny, so they've obviously marked out for you, so you can paint them in if you particularly want to, or you again just use a little bit of sugar paste. But I always roll a ball and then cut it in half, because then I know I've got half and half, well, near enough. And when you roll them, you can usually feel it if they're the same. So the feet and the hands are the same colour as the sugar paste we rolled out a minute ago. So it's sugar paste, not cookie dough, because we've already baked these. They're gingerbread. Okay, so I'm just going to take that. We'll pop those on there. Oh no, they're quite big. Let's make those a bit smaller. Let's take a lump out. So only when you put them on there you think, hello, these are a bit big. Let's try that one. Go on the other way now. Bit more. Bit more. That's better. Sometimes it's quicker to use the little black sprinkles, but I want to use these today. I'm going to go a bit more oblong today. There he is. Right, what else should we do with you, little bear? Let's find what here. Let me have a little look. We've got some cream sugar flare colour, so we'll just put a little bit of that in there. I've got a paintbrush there available. Oh my god, everything's available this morning. That's unheard of with me. Normally I can't find anything on a live, but today I can find it all, which is good. Trouble is, I probably did less planning for this live, so the fact I can find stuff is as short of a miracle, really. Right, let's push his eyes down a little bit. There we go. So we're going to grab some cream. We'll grab a little bit of white as well, just so it's not too strong. And we'll just paint the inside of his ears. Just so there's a little bit of difference in colour. Okay. Nothing too drastic. Again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just thought I'd highlight that. You can paint them pink as well if you prefer to do pink. Again, entirely up to you. So you can, if you want to, with his mouth, you can either draw it on with a pen. Now the only thing with drawing it on with a pen is to make sure that the sugar paste is set. Otherwise you're going to be kind of dragging your pen through it. or again you can use a little bit of black dusting colour mixed with some cocoa butter, which is what I'm doing here. Gosh, that's hot. Metal paint palettes get very hot, so you don't touch them unless you absolutely have to. So I just grab a little bit black here, give it a bit of a mix, and then we can just, with our paintbrush number one, so one of the brushes that we sell, we'll just come down here, and then we'll give him a smile because he's very happy. He's got a present, you know. Give him a bit of a smile there. Very pleased with himself. He's got a nice little present. Just going to clean my brush up again. I just turn that round so you can see what's going on. I'm just dipping my brush into the cocoa butter and just wiping it clean, and then we'll mix up some white. Obviously I want to make sure I've got no black left in my brush, because otherwise I'm going to have grey. Black and white make grey, so it's quite important we clean all that out first. So we'll just leave that there for the moment. We're going to come back to that in a minute, but I just thought I'd just mix it up now while I'm here. There we go. Okay, right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Christmas tree sprinkle mix. So there we go, we've shown this earlier already, my Christmas tree sprinkle mix, and I'm going to take hold of my paintbrush and I'm going to put some little dots of royal icing. You will need to do little dots of royal icings, otherwise nothing will stick, like that. And I'm going to take hold of the snowflakes that are in here and I'm going to stick those down, because obviously in this case he's holding a Christmas present. He could be holding any present, but this is some very nice wrapping paper that he's been given today, you see. So we're going to use the snowflakes that are inside the Christmas tree mix. There we go. So he's got some that stuck to that. Let's get that out. There we go. So you're going to have lots of fun designing different wrapping papers for these parcels. So we were going to be doing a few different ones over the next few weeks. But you'll be able to do all sorts of birthday, Christmas, anything really. Doesn't matter. It's a present, isn't he? He's got a nice big present. I think it's quite obvious what he's got a present. Right, let me just put a little bit more icing on that one in the corner. Little blob. There we go. Right, let's also now use our dotting tools. So we have these on our website. They are, there we go. They are tiny little silver balls. You can see them at the end there. It's difficult to show on camera because they're very small, but they do vary in size. They're used actually for nail art, but they're brilliant for doing dots with cake painting. So if you get yourself a little set, you'll be able to come along and do sort of little dots that are exact. If I try and do this with a paintbrush, you will end up with splodges rather than actual dots. Because my sugar paste is quite soft, I can press into the sugar paste if I want to make those dots a little bit bigger, or I can just leave them as is. And also you can get into those nice little spaces that you can never get into. I'm going to turn it over the other side because the other side is smaller. So there's 5 dotting tools per pack and they do vary in size, and you just have to kind of make a call and a judgment as to what you want it to do. And we're going to put a little dot there and a little dot here, and this is what I think changes the bear completely, because he then comes alive. Without those little light spots in his eyes, he just looks quite flat, but if you actually put in those tiny dots, suddenly the bear takes on a whole new meaning. And I'm going to go back in here and just do some slightly smaller dots with the other end, so I won't press down too hard on his flashy wrapping paper. There we go. I'm going to pick him up so you can have a little look at him up close. So that is the new Teddy cookie cutter. So this is called Teddy with a Present, I think I've called this one. So it's available in large, it's also available in mini, so it is available in 2 different sizes. I've just got to go back and just put in the rest of the dimensions later, but they are the same dimensions as all the other teddies. So if you are thinking of getting them, it is pretty much the same as all of those, but I will go back and clarify that later on. But there he is, he's very sweet. They came in very late yesterday afternoon, these cookie cutters, so there's been a bit of a run to get them done as quickly as we can so that you get a chance to see them before we get rapidly towards Christmas, so I thought I would go out and get them done quickly so you can see what they look like. So he's very sweet. I've also done another one in blue. I did a little blue one, and I made him more like a polar bear actually, so I did a little polar bear version of it as well. So you can see the sort of different things that you can do with this. So you can have a brown teddy, white teddy, any colour teddy you like, and then obviously you can do whatever colours you want to do with the presents, and they don't have to all be decorated with snowflakes. I've also found as well, if any of you have got the Patchwork Cutters MIDI set, they actually fit very nicely onto the present as well. The cute characters are too big, but the Patchwork MIDI do fit into that present area there. If you just shift the bow around and move things around, you will be able to press into the present, and you will then be able to paint. I think I have I've got the little, this one here. So this is the little one of the MIDI cutters. It's a candy cane with a bow, and usually if I hold that over there like that, you'll see that actually fits onto the present quite nicely. So if you wanted to decorate these with different things, the other thing that's quite good with this is Patchwork Cutters holly, mistletoe and ivy. So if you wanted to create sort of like that type of pattern onto some wrapping paper for the present, that would again work really well. You can pre-stamp them before you put them on the bear. The only thing with that is obviously once you pick the present up and you start shifting it around to fit, it starts to stretch. So I personally would put the sugar paste down first and then stamp onto it. I think that's the easier way round to do it. But look for Patchwork Christmas MIDI, again also on our website, and if they're not, I will put them on later, and also the holly and ivy, anything very tiny. I know there's lots of tiny little cutters with patchwork, and sometimes I look at them and I think, good grief, which one is this from? Because there's so many kind of different sets. Alternatively though, if you want to do these with kids and you want to keep this fairly straightforward, then snowflakes is a good one. Stars is another good one. We have a star. This is actually our magic potion mix for this year. Yeah, no it's not. This is the magic spell mix. So we've got a magic spell mix which we've had out for Halloween. But again, you can use this on presents, so you can use your little stars on presents because there's lots of different sizes in there. There's gold and silver as well, so you can just decorate them according to whatever you like really. I'm just giving you some sort of basic ideas to get going, and then over the next few weeks you're going to see these coming up again and again in different ways. So if you want to have some different ideas on how to do your presents, then they will be appearing and you'll be able to have a go at those. Right, so that's the new teddy one. I'm going to just do a couple of cupcakes for Halloween, because I don't want us to forget that we're on Halloween at the moment. And again, if you are joining us, just to remind you that the plastic Halloween moulds are on offer at the moment. They're on offer until Sunday, so until the end of Sunday, and they are on a 15% discount as long as you put the code Spooky15 in at the checkout. It is listed on the site which moulds that they apply to. So they apply to the plastic pumpkins, the lollipops, the spiders, those kind of plastic chocolate moulds. We did sell quite a lot last week, so there are a few left but not huge numbers. But if you are interested in those, then you'll need to have a look at those sooner rather than later. So I'm going to move those up there at the moment, and we will have a little look at these. I've fallen in love with my little ghosts. There's my little ghosts, and there's my little cauldron, and I thought I would just do a couple of cupcakes. I have a lady who lives a couple of doors down from me, and she loves things like this, so I normally take her a couple of cupcakes for her to have. So I'm going to do these now. I've made them out of gingerbread. Actually, they're gingerbread, they're shortbread. So they are slightly different. But we'll do the little ghosts first. So this is part of the ghost cookie cutter set. There's a set of 2, large and small, that are in this shape. Next year we'll be turning them around and turning them into probably tulips, I think. So they are going to have multiple uses. I can already see several things I can do with these, so I'm sure that they will be reappearing at some point. So if you are getting them and thinking, well, yes, these are ghosts, what else can I do with them? Hopefully I will have some more ideas for you next year. So I'm just going to get a little bit of white paste. These are ever so quick and easy to make, and they are bite-sized. So if you aren't doing anything for Halloween and you've got people coming round, you made a little tray of Halloween ghosts, they'll love it. I'll tell you, they will love it. It's very, very sweet. I think I must have shrunk these in the oven. My baking skills were a bit ropey this week. I wasn't concentrating very well this week. Anyway, these are gingerbread. So yes, I've had a funny week, but I've got there in the end. So there we go. Put that on there like so. There they are. We'll do a couple. Why not? Now we're here. 2 ghosts together. There you go. Just a little bit of royal icing on there. Oops, I haven't rolled out enough. Let's do that again. So we've got a bit more. I'll leave the teddies up at the top of the screen at the minute so you can see those. It seems a shame to do these and then whip them off the screen, so we might as well have a look at those while I'm making my ghosts. So we haven't got anyone doing links this morning, so you will need to pop Let's Shop Kate Live into your address to be able to get onto there. Click through and you will find all the products I've been showing today will be on there. So you'll be able to find them ever so quick. It won't take long to find them. There we go. 2 little ghosts. Happy with those. Right, so we've got a choice here. So we can either, again, we can use the sprinkles, which is quite a nice way to do this. 2 different sizes. We can paint them. What I think we'll challenge ourselves, shall we? Should we use the little tiny ones? Yeah, let's do that. So these are the 2 mil. So they're very small. I'm just going to, oh, actually, no, I'll tell you what, forget that. We'll do it with the dotting tool because I think that will be slightly less risk with me and sprinkles on a live today. So let's go back to this. There we go. Still got that on screen so we can see that. Could you use the top of Ghost Cutter for small bells? You could do, yeah. I'm sure you could turn it into a bell. Even if you just had to make some adjustments to it, you could turn it into a bell. Right, let's just mix that up. There we go, so I've got a little bit of black on there. And then rather than use my paintbrush, I'm just going to make sure I don't have any other colours on there. I'm just going to use my dotting tool. So we just, there we go. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? Little tiny ghosts. See how quick and easy they are? They're fun to do, aren't they? And then what should we do? Should we give them a smile? Little smile maybe. Yay, let's do that. Very cute. Smiley ghosts. Very smiley ghost. Very sweet. So we've got a couple of those. We'll put those on top of our cupcakes in a minute. We'll put those over there and out the way. Right, so a little cauldron. I thought, well, I will remind everybody how to do the cauldron because we had the cauldron last year. And again, this is the mini version of it. So we do a set of large. We also do a cauldron kit, which includes the potion mix, which is the green one. This is the potion mix, obviously because the cauldron is full of a spooky cauldron potion mix. So we'll give this a bit of a mix, so a little bit of black sugar paste to get us going. Got lots of things going on here. If you looked up at the screen now, it looks like carnage, doesn't it? Been very busy. There we go. Put our little ghosts there. I love these. We had a whole tray of these when kids came round on Halloween. Oh my God, that'd be so lovely, wouldn't it? And they're bite size as well, so they'd be gone within seconds. But I've made gingerbread purely because I was making my deer this week. So I've gone into winter Christmas mode. So I thought, well, I might as well make the rest of the cookies and gingerbread while I've got gingerbread here. So let's take our cauldron. Give that a little mix. Kelly did some cauldrons for me and she painted fire at the bottom of them. That was really good. Maybe we'll have a go at doing that. Let's try that. That looked quite effective. We haven't done that before. So you can always have a go at painting some fire. Okay. We've also got potion bottles as well with potion labels. They're really nice. I've noticed this year in Hobbycraft they are actually using the same labels as us. So we've obviously cottoned on to something last year, but this year, or maybe they're copying me now, you see. Maybe that's what's happening. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, there's some potion labels where you can make your witch's brew and all those kind of cookies. They're really fun to do. Again, there's a TikTok on those. You'll be able to watch a little video. So let's grab some of our potions, shall we? So what we'll do, actually also what we'll do, let's put that up there. So we'll start with that. We've also got these here, which are the 7mm pearls. And these make great eyeballs, so we'll have an eyeball in there as well. We'll pop that in there. We'll only put one because these are the small ones. On the large ones you can put on loads, but I don't want to take up too much room if I can help it. So these are shades of green, so there's some sort of lustery coloured ones, and there's some sort of more pearlescent ones, and then also there is right at the bottom, which always is a bit of a pain, so the best thing to do with this is tip them out. And you can get to them once they're at the bottom there you go. You can add on the little white ones that are in there as well. They just sink to the bottom. There we go. And actually, because the sugar paste is quite soft, you can press them in because it's still soft at the moment. So this is a great activity just for sitting and decorating a few little bits. You've got time for Halloween yet? It's not yet. It's coming soon, but it's not here just yet. You've got a little bit of time. In fact, I think I've got a funny feeling that this one may be, I need to check. I think the potion bottles have got this mix. This is the cauldron one, so the cauldron mix is the other one, which is this one here, which is the more purples and oranges. Okay, so that's potion mix, this is cauldron mix. So the cauldron mix has got the black and the purple in it. The eyeball I've added in as extra, but you can get those separately, and I can always find things to use little white pearls for all year round, so they never go to waste. So I'm just embedding these little ones in here a little bit, and fiddling a little bit really, but why not? Put that on there. I actually quite like those little white ones because they look like they're sort of spilling over, don't they? Like so. Ooh. Pick that one up. They're running away from me a little bit. There we go. Bubbling cauldron full of potions and things. Goodness knows what's in this brew, but I don't think you're going to come off too well from having a slurp of anything that's in there. There we go. Right, so that's that. Let's see what colours we've got. Where are we? Have we got any? Oh, we've got a little bit of orange available, so we could make a little fire at the bottom maybe. A little mini fire. Something else to do with your cauldron cookie cutters. Right, let's grab that. Let's clean this up a bit. So we've got a whole week before Halloween. Halloween is a week Tuesday, so you've got plenty of time to get yourself organised. We will continue to send out the stuff for Halloween all week, so if you are interested in having a go at any of this, then let us know and we'll happily send you. There we go, look, there's a bit of sunset orange at the bottom here. Got some flames on our cauldron. We'll tidy them up a little bit. And then we'll go back and make that bit more orange. Once we've got our first layer down, then we can go back and add a second layer. So we've got a pale layer and then a more orange layer at the bottom. There we go, so you can do something along those lines. Let's clean that brush up again. And then what we'll do is we're going to put a little dot, and I'm going to do this with my paintbrush because the surface of this ball isn't flat. I'm going to paint this with my paintbrush because I think the dotting tool will probably just roll off it. So I'm just going to do that on there, like so. So we've got an eyeball in there as well. So just for added taste, obviously, because I can imagine what this tastes like. File. There we go. So we've got our little cauldron there, so it's very easy and straightforward to do. A little fire at the bottom there, eyeball, and then this is the potion mix, not the cauldron mix. So the cauldron mix, don't forget, has got the purple and black in it, and then some little white sprinkles at the bottom. The little white sprinkles that we bought in 2.5 years ago purely for snow globes, and then we ended up using them for everything else. That's very typical of me. We use this for absolutely everything. Right, let's get these onto some cupcakes. I've got a couple of little cupcakes here. Now I'm frantically looking, what did I do with the buttercream? Because obviously I've been very organised this morning. Oh yeah, here we go. Painfully organised this morning. Oh, I've just spotted the boxes as well, so that's good. Let's get those. I've just got a little bit of navy blue. Decided not to go black. Decided to go navy blue. Fancied a change. Let's see how we get on with that. Sorry, this is me loading up. You can hear me loading up the bag in the background, but not actually seeing it. So there we go. Right. I'm just going to bring my other one over here. Right, okay. Don't know how much icing I've got in here, but we'll find out in a second. So I've moved this far away as possible from myself to make it really difficult. Okay, just take a little bit of this blue icing and we'll just spread that into the corners. I don't think we've done the mini cauldron before. We've done the big one, but I thought I'll do the mini one today because we haven't done that one. Certainly haven't done it this year, so why not? We'll do it today as we're going into that mode now. We're all on the cusp of Christmas. We all know it's coming and we're all starting to plan, so we can't ignore that. But we are obviously heading towards Halloween parties and things, and lots of gift bags. We've got a few Halloween gift bags left as well if anybody wants those. And when I say a few, I think we've got about 4. So if anybody's keen on those, then we've got those left. There we go. Right, so just take hold of our nozzle. And we'll just go all the way around here. And we'll pop our cauldron on. Not going to put any more sprinkles on top of that. I think that's enough. And then with our little ghosts, hope I've got enough icing in here. We'll find out in a second. Oh, it's close. There we go. Just. It's going for a bit more midnight sky, I think, on this, but I think I might be able to get 2 on here. That was the plan. And actually, before I put that, stick that down, I might just grab some of the white. Okay, stick those on there as well. So you could put 1 or 2, couldn't you? It's entirely up to you. They're so sweet. But you can see how small they are. They really are quite tiny. But because don't forget, that's 1 cupcake. So, okay. This is just buttercream. It's nothing weird or strange. It's pre-dyed. Oh, I've dyed it before I've come live. Navy Colour Splash buttercream. That's it. Okay, in a 1M nozzle, swirl it. Job done. So that's how I put those onto there. But I think they're actually, I'm very tempted now, so I can't help myself. I'm going to have to put a few little white ones around here as well, I think. Well, if you're putting sprinkles onto buttercream, make sure you do it before buttercream sets, because otherwise you've had it, because it will set and then you won't be able to get any on there. Maybe some of this potion is bubbling over. Maybe that's what's happening here. Okay. Could also put some little stars. To be honest with you, you have to kind of draw a line after a period of time because you can't help yourself and you just end up doing more and more and more. And that causes you problems. Does the buttercream make the cookies soft? Not necessarily, no. Once they're on and set, I mean, how long are they going to be hanging around? If they're hanging around for a week, then yes. But if they're hanging around overnight, then no, they'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it. So these are fairly soft cookies anyway. Depends on your cookie mix, but we don't tend to have too many problems with cookies going soft. And I think actually it's also quite personal taste, isn't it? Some people like them crunchy and some people don't. These tend to be a bit more of a soft crunch than anything else. So there we go. We've got 2 little cupcakes there for Christmas. Not Christmas, for Halloween even. There we go. Put those on there like that. And then we've also got our little teddies up there. I'll bring the deer ones back on in a second so you can see those. But it's quite nice to just have a little think about Halloween. You can see they're not difficult to make. They don't take very long. If you were doing a massive tray of cauldrons, honestly, you'd be knocking them out very, very quickly. You can do all the cookies in advance, get them all ready. You've got a week before Halloween to get those ready and keep them. Then you can get them put onto the cupcakes at the last minute. So then you can bake your cupcakes, swirl a bit of buttercream, stick your cauldrons on. and they will look super impressive. And you can see they're not very difficult. They're literally a shape, a little bit of painting, sticking on some sprinkles, and there you go. It's very, very easy and effective to do. So I'm sure that hopefully some of you will be inspired. We have lots of mini things on our site. Anything that's listed as the word mini means that it can go on a cupcake. So we have lots of mini items. We do mini snow globes. We do, I'm trying to think now, lots and lots of other mini things that can be used. The large ghost is quite a bit bigger. I'll bring him on just a second so you can see how much bigger he is, but he is in the set as well, so you can see the cookies like that. Decorated cookies just can be stored in 2 cake lids together, cardboard box, that'd be fine. You don't need to overthink it too much. So and then we do have another little ghost as well. He's also on cupcakes. He's a little bit, there we go, he's a different shape, this one. And that was our original ghost. We do have a ghost cookie kit with him. So if you do want to have a go at that one, you'll be able to find him on the site as well. The other new cookie cutters that we had this year, we had the test tube. We had, there we go, we've had the test tube. We've had, I'm going to take that down for a second just so you can see it, the Boo cookie cutter, and we've also had the poison bottle as well. So we've had a few new ones this year as well. Pop those in there so you can see. It's like a little reminder of all these bits and pieces that you can have a look at there. So test tube, poison bottle, teddies with presents, mini cauldron, mini ghosts, Boo cookie cutter. There's a lot going on. Can you imagine what my head looks like? Oh, and of course, what we did the other week, which I am really keen on, and obviously we have found out so is TikTok, because we've done these. We did our snow globes the other week. So we did these last time I was on here. We did the snow globe cookie cutters, which with our discs that are available online. We've done a little video on this, so if you want to see how they work, there is a video on TikTok, which is at Tracey Mann Cakes, how to make these. They are our normal Christmas snow globes, but we've made Halloween ones, so we've made some sort of spooky alternatives. And then the haunted house, which we love to bits, there it is also available now as a video as well. So you'll be able to find that video again on TikTok, also on here as well, on my Instagram, which is also at Tracey Mann Cakes. You'll find it everywhere. We are posting everything everywhere. So you should be able to pick up lots and lots of different ideas for Halloween. And then we did the cupcakes last week as well, which was the try not to squash my ghosts. We did little wreaths last week as well. I'll bring those in so you can see them. And again, I've done a video on those using our centres from the snow globes. So if you're making mini snow globes, we've got centres that you can use for cupcakes as well. Again, very quick, very effective. Goodness me. Goodness me, there's so much to think about. Even I get to the live and think, and this, and this, and this, and it just goes crazy, doesn't it? So there we go. Right, okay, let me just run through a few bits and pieces because it's all, yes, it's all gathering pace here now. Right, so there's a lot to remember. Number one, if you would like to win a couple of tickets to Cake International, I have got these here. All you need to do is like and share this video. Please make sure you don't share it to pages that don't accept videos. So please, and don't share it to Let's Shop Cake Live either, because it's no good to share it to us. Share it to someone who would like to go to Cake International and show them the kind of thing that they might be able to see. They would like that, get the idea of what the show is all about. And you have a chance to win those tickets. So back to the cake school, let's do a little summary here. So for those of you that joined us a bit later, all of this will be available to watch afterwards. Once the live's complete, you'll be able to go back to the start and re-watch it if you want to, or you can watch it on YouTube. Again, it will be available on there. So today, later on today, we will be having this one, which is the baby shower cupcake bouquet class. So it's a 30 cupcake bouquet class. This is the biggest one we've got on the cake school, and this will be out later today. So if anybody would like to jump on board with this particular one, you can purchase the class, or you can join as a gold member to get access to this class. So cupcake bouquets are for the gold gold members only. That's £12.50 a month. You go to the cake school and you can join there, and you will have access to that class. So access for membership is as long as you pay your membership. Once you stop paying, then obviously your access disappears. So that's how that works. Or you buy a class and you get to keep it. So you have a choice. It's entirely up to you. The person who's just put up there about wanting to log into Teachable, can you please contact me directly and send me an email, and I will send you the link. We then have the new rustic winter class, which features the one and only Christmas tree, which I absolutely love. It's my best kit ever. So we've got the new tree kits are out now. Again, you'll find those on Let's Shop Kate Live. So they're really lovely to do. We've got the, there we go, let's go to there. We have kits with the moulds on their own. We also have a complete kit where you can make a tree and complete it and have a box. Those kits are now going out quite rapidly. So again, they contain sprinkles, a box, a mould and some chocolate. And we will have a TikTok video out shortly where you'll be able to watch it and you'll be able to follow that along. We read out all the classes that are coming for Christmas. I also want to remind you of this one. Don't know if any of you remember this one from last year. This was our wreath class, candle wreath class. This one is also available on Tracey Mann Cake School, and the kits are also available on the Let's Shop Kate Live. So if you want to have a go at making an edible table decoration, you get very flash this year. Impress your guests with a fully edible decoration of cupcakes. We have a class to be able to show you how to do that, and also we have the kits that you'll be able to make that for as well. So I showed you my new winter scene cake, which is out on the 10th of November. Again, I will put a picture of that up again later. We've also got the beginners Christmas cake painting class, which comes out, or it's out already, with a beginner's kit that goes with it, and the kits are now available. We will have a very limited number of them at Cake International, and we will also be taking any pre-orders. So if anybody wants to order one and have it taken to Cake International, when you place your order, drop me an email and tell me, and then I will be able to make sure that you get your kit when you come and collect it from the show. We are going to be having a have a go at cake painting at Cake International as well. So if you are coming along and you've avoided doing cake painting because you're scared of it, then we will sort that out for you, because by the time we finish with you, you will love it, whether you like it or not. Sounds like a threat. It's more of a promise than a threat. And then to go on our new class, we have got the new deer cookie cutters, which we came up with today, which you can see up on the screen at the moment. They're available now on Let's Shop Kate Live. So it's one large, two small. The two small deers face left and right. The other deer faces to the right hand side. And this is for the new class that we have coming out on the 4th of November, which is the semi-naked rustic winter cake, which I will put a picture up later on. I've held it up already. It's very heavy. So we will have a look at it from there. Right, it's back on again. Let's go back to, where are we? We've got a million screens open here. Let's go back to that one. So this week on Tuesday evening, so I'm just reading out my piece of paper here because I keep forgetting. So Tuesday evening this week at 6 o'clock, Gold membership group will be having a Q&A. So if you are a Gold member on my cake school, in their private group, they will be having a questions and answer session with me. And then at 7 o'clock on Tracey Mann Cake, so not this page, which this one here. So you all need to go over there and like that page. There is an event post up there for beginners cocoa butter painting. So if you finding all of this a bit of a mystery, then you want to tune in and watch that. That will be live at 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening this week. I keep saying this, I'll say it again. If you see a post up for an event and you see something that says a lot going or interested, if you click going or interested, it doesn't mean to say you actually have to follow through with that commitment, but what it's actually doing is Facebook will then send you a prompt. So when it gets nearer to the event and you'll go, oh yeah, I forgot about that, you can then choose to watch it or not choose to watch it. So if you do click going or interested, it helps you to get a prompt to say, oh yes, that's coming up, I mustn't forget. So it's to help you really, more than me. We also had, so we've got the 2 demos next week, or we've got the Q&A and the demo. And then on the 5th of November, also listed in as event on Tracey Mann Cakes is the tour of the NEC competition entries at Cake International. So if you're not going but you would like to see some, I can't say there'll be all because it would take me forever to get round, but at 8:30 on Sunday morning I'll be going round doing a Facebook Live and you'll be able to have a look at some of the best, or some of the ones I like anyway. It's more about my taste really, but anyway, we will go and have a look at some of the competition entries. We normally bump into lots of people on the way round, so it's quite a nice little live to watch. So again, same thing as I've just said before, going or interested will help you massively to be able to get a prompt for these things. And most of the lives you can watch again, so if you aren't available Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock, once the live is over it will stay on my page and also my YouTube channel, so you will be able to go back and watch it. We don't just completely disappear, the stuff is there for you to then go back and watch. So if you can't make any of them, they will still be there. Don't forget today as well, we've got 15% off the Halloween moulds. So this is the Halloween plastic moulds. These are the ones that are for the pumpkins and for the, what have we got here? Pumpkins, spiders, all those kinds of things, and go that way. Someone else has just asked me a specific question. Again, can you email me? If it's specifically about you, please email me so that I can sort that out for you. I can't talk about specific things when I'm on a live, so I'm very happy to help you, but just send me an email. So the Halloween moulds 15% off using the code SPOOKY15. So very important that you use that code SPOOKY15 and then it will take it off for you at the till. So it's showing at full price at the moment. The new cookie cutters today were the deer, which we've seen already, which belong to that new class. And then we have also got the new teddy, so teddy with a present. And we've got the cauldron here, a little mini cauldron, and the mini ghost, which I was playing around with on cupcakes today because they were really quite sweet. And the Boo cookie cutter and the test tube and the poison bottle. So lots of new cookie cutters that we've had out this year. Of all sorts of different things for Halloween, but we've touched a little bit on Christmas, we've touched a little bit on Halloween this time, so we're sort of on that crossover bit now where we go between the two. It's not going to take much longer before we're in full Christmas mode, and then we will. So I'm not sure if I'm back next week, but I will let you know. But the following week I will obviously not be here, I will be at Cake International. So again, if you are coming to the show, please let me know, come and see me, say hello, have a go at cake painting, whatever it is you're doing. If you're not, we are continuing with lots of live demos and bits and pieces on Tracey Mann Cakes. Loads of the stuff is shared to this page, so if you will not miss out. Likewise, a lot of it is on YouTube as well. We are cross-posting at the same time on both channels, so you will be able to see everything, hopefully. There is a lot to remember. I hope you've all taken notes. If you haven't taken notes, make sure you use the facility that I said with Facebook, click going or interested, and that then will help you massively with getting reminders about when things are. So when we put our posts up about next one, Let's Shop Cake Live, click going or interested, and Facebook will go, don't forget. So very good. I like that idea. It helps with your memory and mine. Because I also get a little thing saying, don't forget you've got to go live at 10 o'clock. And I go, yes, I know, I'm here. So it gets a little reminder for everybody. So it's to help you. So there we go. That's the end of Let's Shop Cake Live today. I hope that you've enjoyed watching. Anybody who has put up a comment that I need to deal with directly, please send me an email and I will look at that for you and find out what needs to be done. Let's Shop Cake Live is there. We haven't put any links up today. Please just go directly to the site, click on the picture as you go through, and then the rest of the site will open up with all the information in there. Likewise, if you want to look at the school, you need to go to Tracey Mann Cake School and go a different way and have a look at everything on there. But thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day.